Welcome back to our channel, ladies and gentlemen, and a happy new year wherever you are. If you are not an atheist, I want to believe that you began your new year with the presence and the blessings of the Lord. For the atheists or non-Christians, whoever you believe in, I believe that you started well. To the Muslims, you began it with the blessings of Allah. Every person in this channel, I want to wish you a very prosperous new year, and I want to thank you very much for being part and parcel of our channel throughout last year. You are the reason why we are here. May God bless you. On the same breath, if you're watching us for the first time, please take a second and subscribe to our channel. Click the notification bell and like our videos. You can also share them. Ladies and gentlemen, elections in the Democratic Republic of Congo is now a done deal, and the incumbent President Felisx Tshikedi has retained his seat for a second term. It has never been easy. It was not a walk in the park, because this election was marred with a lot of anxiety and controversy. And at the center of all this controversy was President William Samoei Ruto and his predecessor Uhuru Kenyatta. It started when a group led by one of the opposition chiefs, Mr. Colonel Nangaa, formed the Congolese River Alliance Declaration in Nairobi. And this led to a diplomatic spat when Tshikedi recalled the ambassador of Congo to Nairobi, because he was really annoyed that William Ruto and the Kenyan authority would allow an opposition leader to form what looked like a rebellion party in Nairobi. They even summoned the Kenyan ambassador to Congo through their Foreign Affairs Ministry to explain the mystery around what was happening. There has been a notion that Felisx Tshikedi is Uhuru's friend, because many who understand the undercutting, power details say that Felisx Tshikedi was in Nairobi, and his journey to becoming a president was actually hatched in Nairobi when they sat. I actually understand that he was looking for money to campaign for someone else, and some people around him convinced him that he should have gone for it, and that is how he went and he won the elections. And there's been a notion that he's Uhuru's friend, and so the Ruto camp wanted someone else. I don't know how true that is, but the controversy surrounding the Congolese River Alliance is there, and it was reported. Uhuru was very quick to reject the newly formed Congolese Alliance Resistance Army, or the party, whatever you call it. Now, when the votes started, we feared that UN-led, group would interfere with the elections, because you all understand that the war in Congo will never end today, neither will it end tomorrow, because Congo is rich in minerals, and there are people who are busy exploiting the minerals for their own gain. But then Tshikedi was declared today. Before his declaration, Uhuru Kenyatta, who was also leading a peacekeeping in Congo, through his Twitter handle, had congratulated Felisx Tshikedi, because from all the indications and the results from the body that is managing elections in Congo, Felisx was actually leading. So when this tweet came up, and I want to show you how it was even reported in our Kenyan media. And this was yesterday, because as I do this video, this is fast, but this was happening yesterday. The People reported that Uhuru congratulates DRC President Felisx Tshikedi for his re-election. Capital was also reporting Former Kenyan President Uhuru Kenyatta congratulates Felisx Tshikedi. The Citizen, Uhuru commends President Tshikedi for retaining his seat. So this was happening before an official declaration And of course, the opposition had taken to the street. They were protesting that that election was not free and fair. And I think they must have realized that this was going to form a very big battle, because Uhuru Kenyatta is one person who had been leading the East African peacekeeping mission in Congo. So with the two groups that supporting President Tshikedi and the opposition, it was not proper for him to congratulate President-elect before the official declaration. And so they went very fast, and I think they wanted to rectify, and they said the office of the fourth president of the Republic of Kenya and facilitator of the East African-led Nairobi peace process would like to disassociate itself from this news update doing rounds within various mainstream and social media platforms. So they wanted to clarify that it was not the office of the former president, the fourth president of Kenya, because they didn't want to get into the heart of this altercation. And if you look at in fact, the Star came up now, because I was looking at how the Kenyan media was reporting this. It was only the Star that captured this, and the Star was saying, it wasn't me. Uhuru denies congratulating Tshikedi. So there's a lot of controversy surrounding this. Of course, now Tshikedi has been officially declared. But look at what Bianca, I always like looking at the bloggers of Kenya Kwanza or the Kenya Kwanza apologists, what they would say. So look at what Bianca was saying in light of what has been happening in Congo. That the rarely sober Uhuru Kenyatta congratulated DRC President Felisx Tshikedi for re-election and later deleted the tweet. Why was he so quick to congratulate Felisx Tshikedi, but up to date he has never congratulated William Ruto? Does Uhuru have vested interest in the DRC? So those who are around William Samoei Ruto really feel very bitter that ever since Uhuru Kenyatta handed for power peacefully in accordance to our constitution, he has never congratulated William Samoei Ruto. This is a bitter pill. It is something that William Ruto and the camp would really want. It is part of the legitimacy process that they want to be achieved, but Uhuru Kenyatta has refused. So finally, Uhuru Kenyatta congratulated Felisx Tshikedi, and I just want to read the first paragraph. And this is a tweet that was done in January, or on 1st January today, and it says, His Excellency President retired Uhuru Kenyatta and facilitator of the EAC-led Nairobi peace process congratulates His Excellency President Felisx Anthony Tshikedi Tshilombo on his re-election by the people of the Democratic Republic of Congo. And the list, whatever is written, is long. But I want you to notice that the official congratulatory message is on first today. The other reports were coming yesterday. I want to ask you a question. Why do you think there was this news going around that Uhuru Kenyatta had congratulated Felisx Tshikedi? Because I think I saw such a tweet, even though I did not take much of attention, because I knew he just congratulated him because he thought he was going to win. But I was trying to look at this, and I think either Uhuru Kenyatta or his handlers might have posted this subconsciously without knowing that the repercussion would be so big, because once they saw the margin with which it was being reported that Tshikedi was winning, maybe they thought, why not? And then they realized that this is going to backfire. They have now decided to delete that tweet, and they have refuted it. Or by the time they were doing this, they thought that the opposition would concede defeat very fast, and so they thought it was not going to be a very big issue. Uhuru Kenyatta might also be anticipating a situation where he might be sent back in Congo to go and negotiate for peace, because already the opposition has rejected the result, and that would mean that people might just go to the street, because already the pro-opposition citizens were already fighting it out on the street with the police. And you never know, this must result in very, Congo is very volatile because of what I've told you. There are people who have got vested interest in the minerals and natural resources. They will take advantage, and there have been concerted efforts to ensure that there is peace. They might not want it to escalate further. Uhuru might be sent. So maybe the East African community had called him, indicating that he would go back, or he just anticipated a situation where he might just go back, because with the authority, as the man who was trying to negotiate for peace, he can always give them a call, he can always go there and find out what is happening. And he thought for him to do that in a natural way without taking sides, he must retrieve or delete the tweets, so that it is not seen that he is partisan. Because for you to be accepted by both parties when people are fighting, you must be accepted by both the parties, both two parties. Remember when William Ruto tried to broker peace in Sudan, one of the warring parties rejected him, saying he was partisan and he had taken sides, and so they refused. And so when you are sent to another country, you need to go there with clean hands. And Uhuru did not want to go there again as someone who is seen to be siding with one side, because already he had rejected the Congolese river kind of party that was being formed, and these people knew that by further congratulating Tshikedi before the official declaration, then he was taking sides, and this will really jeopardize his mission. I think he did not want to jeopardize his future missions, because as a retired president, you all know that apart from the peacekeeping that he led in Congo, he also led, was it the African Union in the Nigerian elections? He was leading them, the observers there, because he has now earned a title where whenever there is an altercation in one of the African countries, he would be sent there. Whenever there is any controversy, he would be there. Whenever there is an election, you would go there as an observer. But once you tarnish your hands and the Congolese mission start, or the warring parties start rejecting you, you have a bad name. And so you don't stand a chance of being sent anywhere. Uhuru wants to remain a peacekeeper. And that is why he decided to make things very clear. Because if they have rejected you in Congo, you will be rejected in Sudan and in any other country. Even if you go as an observer in any country, they might even demonstrate against you. They will say, wewe, unachukua side. So he wanted to remain neutral. He also feared a situation where he would be accused of fueling an already volatile situation. You know, when people are fighting in Congo, and you congratulate one side before an election is over, or before the tallying process and declaration is over, then it is like unawasha moto. And you know, when you are the person who was supposed to broker peace, and then your statements, whether verbal or written or in any other non-verbal way or coded, can cause fire in that country, then it's very unfortunate. And he knows very well, because Uhuru has been at the center of controversy. He was there in 2020, in 2007, he was there in 2013 and 2017, and he knows how these things are. So with all the credentials that he carried, he didn't want to be accused as one who is fueling tension and animosity in Congo. And I think he has clarified, and finally has given an official communication from his Twitter handle, from his office, because Tshikedi has now been declared officially. To the people of Congo, peace is very paramount. How I wish that they could learn to stay in peace and develop their country. One of the richest countries in terms of natural endowment, natural resources and minerals is Congo, but it is the poorest, because I believe there are countries, mostly the Western countries, that have got vested interest and they don't want Congo to prosper. They're exploiting it. How I wish that they could do this, and Felisx Tshikedi must now embark on uniting that nation, uniting the people, so that they can, walinde mali yao. It is not good. When there is a volatile country in the neighboring East African countries, we feel it too. We really want peace in our country, across the border, in Africa, and everywhere.